Alright, and we are back. So today we're going to do our run to Bastock and Sandy to get our other trust NPCs. So, just make sure I get that home point there. So here we go. Starting off here in Windurst Woods. I need to stop because when I finished up this quest the other day, my inventory was full, so I need to stop and get my tickets, my Chocobo tickets from Stella, and then we can see if I can use them. Let's see here. Okay, but not much has changed. Actually, I pretty much just picked up the video right where I left off. The only thing was different is I ran to my Mog house. So haven't done any leveling or anything like that. You can see that I'm still at 15, which we picked up where I had before. So let me get those Chocobo tickets from you there, honey. Yeah, I did have to go to the melee gate already. I ran up there, but alright. Oh, there's 1,000 experience too. I thought I gave that already. Huh. So, obtain 3 free Choco passes, 1,000 experience. I only need a K to go. Sweet. So, let's see here. I do not know if this will work or not. I'm pretty sure it won't. But we shall see. Okay, how about we trade one of these to you? Oh, this is badass! Yay! Holy cow, man! Well, unfortunately, this only cuts down time a little bit. We're still gonna have to run from the dunes up to the other zone. So, but this actually helps quite a bit. Now, if I do remember correctly, because I am under leveled and I don't have a Chocobo license, I believe that my ride time is significantly reduced. I'm not sure how long, but let's see here. I should have just put my timer on. But let me just get that done really quick here. Clock. I love my phone. Stopwatch. Here we go. Start. Alright. We got stopwatch on my phone. Roughly, we've been at it for maybe 30 seconds, so we can just add that on top of the time that we've been at it. So, first time that I tried to do this endeavor, and this was back when I was, playing my main and everything like that, back in 03. I remember trying to do this trip. Originally, I came from Gilgamesh. That's the server that I was on. I may have mentioned that before. I'm not sure. But I was over here, and we had like this little group of people that we kind of played with. We just met each other in the West Suda Baruta and hung out. And one of them was this Taratara called Monchichi. And Monchichi and I tried to run to the dunes. We heard that it was this fabulous leveling spot. That's where you got to go to get a good experience and everything like that. And you get into parties. And so we were like maybe level 11, I think we were. We decided to start venturing out of here. We could have been 10. And so we heard that you had to go up through the canyon, and then you zone from the canyon into a different zone. The person that we were getting this information from was one of my real life friends called Chuck, but he didn't know the actual name of the zone. So he's like, you zone through there, and then you get on this boat and you ride over to the dune. So we're like, well, okay, cool, that's great, we can find this out. I don't think he'd actually been there yet. He got this information from somewhere else or something like that. Back then we didn't have a whole lot to go off of I don't think I had my guide when I originally bought the game. I was just straight up, you know, doing everything by freaking whatever the game told me. I did not have any type of guides or anything like that. It was all word of mouth. So Monchichi and I, we knew where to get up here to the canyon. So we traveled through the canyon. Whoa! 2 minutes and 19 seconds. So roughly 2 minutes and plus 30, so that's 40 seconds. That is really short. Wow. I mean, we didn't even get to the zone. Okay. Well, I mean, I helped out a little bit, but not a ton. Huh. Wow, that's really short. Alright, so anyways, so Monchichi and I, we came up here, and we ended up hitting the canyon here. And we didn't know it, but, we did not go over into the peninsula. Instead, we traveled up to, oh shoot, I cannot remember the name of the other zone. Well, we traveled towards Juneau. I'll bring up the map and try to figure out what the name of that other zone is real quick. Or the regional information. Conquest. Is it the mountains? Murfatara Mountains? I think that's what it is. Anyways, we went up into there. And we were following, I mean, pretty much most of everything, we were following the path. And we ended up just getting a mob freaking came across the path. We didn't see it coming. We got obliterated and had to, go back to Winders because that's where our home points were. We never made the outpost, I don't think. And so it was just, but it felt, I mean, it was a failure, in going there. But we just felt like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. The world is so big. And if you look at it, we had only gone through one, East to the Bruta, freaking the canyon here, and half of another zone, the mountains. So we've gone through 2.5 zones, and we thought the world was huge. Had no idea how big it really was. Yeah, just crazy. But speaking of which, first time I started enjoying like parties and doing party and everything up with people, like an actual full-size party. When I started off level like 5 or 6, I would party with my wife or my brother. The three of us would party together, and so we'd be like a party of 3, but that really wasn't anything too crazy. Both my wife and my brother started off playing white mages, and I was on warrior, so they didn't bring a whole lot of damage to the party, and so it was kind of slow going. But first time I got into a party, we did this experience party in Quiffham, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much better. We're killing mobs, we're picking off ITs, and this was like around that level 9. We were doing that, and then we once majority of stuff around there was no longer ITs and everything, we decided to move over here to the canyon, and we started partying here. We partied here for not too long, just a little bit. Obviously, a lot of this area is pretty barren, and so you got to be careful where you want to party from. Actually, why do I not have my trust out? I'm pretty sure I'm not going to run anything that's going to be too much of a threat, but it's always safe to have her out. I don't believe I can summon her if I'm in fight already. So, yeah. Anyways. Yeah, we would party here, and if you look over there at those two trees that look like they got a pair of testicles at the top of the trees. I mean, seriously, that looks like a pair of nuts at the top of the tree. We'd party right at the base of those trees, and there's crawlers that spawn there, and that's what we would EXP on. So we started doing that, and we only stayed there for maybe 2 levels with our little static party that we had going on, you know. And then we moved on over here to the peninsula to do our EXP, and we actually, oh my gosh, I did not get any of my freaking. Okay, good to go. Alright, I can't get this. I didn't see if there was any freaking supply runs I needed to do along my way. Damn it! Oh well. Jeez, that just really sucks. Anywho, so yeah, jumping up to the peninsula, that was all right. You know, a couple more people would coming in and coming out. You know, if our static was down a member or not, and I was like, wow, okay, I'm meeting new people. This is pretty cool. And I didn't know for the longest time that like we were partying and everything like that. Pretty much was the flip side of the dunes. You know, I didn't realize the peninsula was, you know, pretty much, you know, the same as, you know, partying in the dunes. So, but yeah, we would sit here at the outpost and we would just EXP grind at this thing, pulling rabbits. Occasionally we would get a goblin, which is trying to get all random like they do. Oh my gosh, dude, get away from me! Look how random their paths are. They do not follow any type of like. But yeah, usually we would set up right here in the front. There we go. So, but yeah, we'd get mandies and we'd get the rabbits. The birds were a little bit higher level, but we hung out here until about level 12ish, and then at that point I think Chuck was like a level or 2 above us. I think he was 2 levels above us, and my other friend Dan, who was in the party, was Chuck's cousin. He was about a level. Dan's like, hey, let's go over to the dunes, man, it's right over here, and I had no idea. Thought we were that close. It's crazy. Anyways, I remember in one of these parties, Chuck got extremely mad at my brother, and he ended up rage leaving the party because, like I was saying, my brother started off, his first job was white mage. He wanted to be a healer, and so, but Jesse, that's my brother's name, Jesse, rocking the staff and everything like that. Cool, I got a goblin. Let's check it. Seems tough. Yeah, probably not gonna fight you. Jesse kept on getting in there and mealing with all the freaking DDs. And Chuck's like, what are you doing? Why are you getting in here? And everything like that. And getting mad at him. You should be only healing. You're not supposed to be DDing. And Jesse's like, well, I've got a weapon. I've got this staff. It does better damage than your guys' weapons, you know. Jesse was just like, I just want to be a damage-dealing healer, you know. Chuck ended up rage quitting, and you know, the party kind of fell apart. And then I guess Jesse didn't DD a whole lot on his white mage after that. But I used to get so mad at, you know, him and my wife because they could get into parties so easy. It's like, oh, you're a healer? Yeah, join us. White mage, yes. You know, join our party. And I would sit there as a warrior, and, you know, people would be like, oh, yeah, a tank. We need a tank, you know, come tank for us. You know, and I was like, okay, cool, I can invoke and everything like that. but it was like as called for, as demanded as a healer was. Alright, Goblin's not following me. Where the heck am I? Alright, I am going the right way. Just off course a little bit, not much. So, I thought I would have saw it in the distance already. So, but yeah, they would just get parties like it was cool. Man. The dunes. Oh, so many. Oh, it is nighttime. Freaking. The ghouls are out. Oh, Magic Skull. Not looking forward to you. I am feeling like I'm way off course where I'm supposed to be. What the heck? I am super off course. Oh, Goblin's gonna aggro me. What am I doing? Man. And provoke. Oh, I would get so... Another Goblin just doing a random walk of... It's like they sense that you're in the direction. I'm not in aggro range, but I'm going to do like some, little bob and weaves and try to get into your aggro range. Anyways. Warrior wasn't too bad. I didn't mind, initially everyone knows, like, when you first get to the dunes, you always gathered up right outside of the Highlands. When you level on wizards, that was the starting area. Usually parties around there. And then you would, once you got a little bit high and everything like that, that would be like level somewhere between 10 to 12. You start getting parties there. And once you made it to about 14, 15, you would then move in you would upgrade, move up in the world from lizards to crabs. And, man, crabs. One of the worst freaking mobs to level on, initially, because, excuse me, got the burps. I apologize. Get this home point. That's going to be pretty nice to have. No, I don't want to teleport anywhere. Oh my gosh, ship's here. Oh, hurry. Is that the right ship? I don't know. Jeez. Oh, I do not miss this at all. Oh, come on. Don't go. Do not leave. Come on, let me through. Please. Yes, please, right now. Come on. Oh. Let's go. I don't even care. If this is the wrong ship, then who cares, dude? I will ask the guy once I'm on the ship. Alright. And oh my gosh, we made it. Okay. What ship is this? Oh, no! Don't want that ship. I want the next ship. Okay. Man, now departing. Doesn't look like it's now departing. In a second, get a drink here. Man. So, anyways. Yeah, these ships. Change story a little bit, get off topic. If you're standing, like, right here, there you go. Ship's leaving. See, it wouldn't take me. All I had to do was be standing on the ship's ramp right there. And it would take me. And so many times, as you're running up to get on the ship, you would get here and you would have like maybe half a foot over onto that ramp. And then this would happen. And it would make you stay on the dock. And you just get left behind. And you're just like, no! Same thing with airships, man. You just get there and you're like, oh, the airship, I gotta make it. And stupid thing would leave. So annoying. But anyways, as we stand here and wait for the ship, So, what was it that I was blabbering on about? Oh, crabs. Worst thing to level on. Especially, you know, at level 15. Because they would sit there and they'd put up their armor. Their... was it crab shell or something like that? Hard shell, that's what it was. They'd put hard shell up. And you would have, like, you know, all your DDs. You'd, like, have a party of, like, a white mage. And the rest would be DDs and a tank and everything like that. If you're lucky, maybe you had a black mage. Someone was leveling black mage. But majority, everyone was a melee because that was cool. And you'd be all hitting it, but you're hitting for 0. Just, like, not going anywhere. One crab could take you, like, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes to kill. It was so bad. The EXP was just terrible. You know, because we don't have anything to dispel it at that level. But we just, I don't know, put our heads down and freaking did it anyways. Oh. You know. And then crabs would start getting good at, like, level, like, 17. It started to be like, okay, well, our damage is increasing enough where we can get over top of that, you know, that hard shell. How much time we got? Wait for the next boat. Next ferry. 4 minutes. Okay. So, yeah. That wasn't too bad, you know. We'd be sitting there, we'd put our heads down and just freaking blast against it. Am I supposed to... actually... So, and then, you know, you'd move up to, like, damselfly parties. Like, over by where, like, VE would, pop and everything like that. And do that. Or, if you head up towards Secret Beach, you could do crab parties up there again. Like, just, like, right on the way to, the Secret Beach. Or once you were around level, like, once you hit 18, you can start going to the Secret Beach. And you would be fighting the fish. I can't remember what they're called. But you'd fight the fish there, dude. And, you know, EXP would be crazy. Fish, you know, it wasn't too hard to hit them. They didn't have great evasion. They didn't have super defense. But that one attack they would do, I can't remember what it is. Like spiral something or whatever. Or I can't remember, but they would just it could wipe out a tank one shot. You know, I mean, well, I wouldn't say for full HP it wouldn't wipe you out, but it would bring you pretty damn low. You had to be careful with them. Yeah, you wanted to make sure you didn't have berserk up when fighting those things, because they would just destroy you. Let's see here. Man, I am not getting much on these. I've got a lot of earth. I'm surprised I haven't finished those yet. And I've had them on the list forever. But, yeah, Secret Beach. And then, from the Secret Beach, you know, I mean, you moved off of the dunes around level 20, 21, but it was just like, where do I go now? You know, like, you were considered, like, you know, if you were level 21, you're still in the dunes, people are just like, no, dude, we're not going to invite you. You're too high for everything. And you're just like, well, where am I supposed to go? I don't know. You know, like, you need to run over to Juneau and go do, I don't think I'm saying it right. I say Quiffum Island? Quaffum Island? Something, whatever the island, you know. You need to go there. And, you know, that's when I did my first Juneau run, which we'll end up doing again later. Oh my gosh, Juneau run. So nerve-wracking, especially when you didn't know what you're doing. You know, you just stayed to the path, ran the course, did the Chocobo. 3 days later, you'd have your Chocobo license. Not like 3 in-game days, but 3 actual days later, you'd have a Chocobo's license. Oh, I mean, I think you could do it maybe in a day and a half if you did it by, like, if you were there at every single checkpoint. But yeah, you weren't there at every single exact, you know, time hour and everything like that, because you're off EXPing and everything like that. So, all for one. What is that? I've got it selected. Oh, says that. Speak to one of the following. Why don't I not have that one selected? There's my boat. All I gotta do is speak to someone when I get EXP. Is it on there? Yeah, it's on there now. All for one. Unity Concord Guides. Huh. Alright. So, yeah, dude. Just crazy. Alright, so I did all the Simpsons ones I could. I think I'm going to run the Sandy first. That's where I want to go first. So, I'll get those ones in there. Quest. I got to do Mog Exit Sandy. Obtain a support job. I'm going to do that one pretty soon. Gonna get an Alter Ego and Sandy. Let me just select that one right now. And why don't we select the Mog House Exit and Sandy right now. We'll do that one. Where am I? How many do I got left? I can 14 to 15. Alright. And then there's gonna be carpenters, we're out of Sandy, woodworkers, blacksmith, and tanner. So that's going to be 3 right there. I'll knock out. Goldsmith and alchemy is fast stock as well as mining. Speak with. I already spoke with the. Oh, that one's unselectable. It's like I've already done this. What the heck? Yeah, it's out. I'm a retard. Artifact. Increase level cap. Inventory expansion. All right. Wait a second. Wasn't it just... This one was artifact? Oh no, this is all on this... Oh. Okay, combat, wide range, general. I'm working on vanquishing enemies. Level sync to vanquish enemies. I'd have to have someone to level sync too. And... I don't know anyone to do that yet. Let's see here. Yep. Alright, combat spoils. Oh, I've already checked that one out. Regional. Moving on. Man, I wonder if we're going to see pirates. Oh. Kind of cool. As long as I don't die. Actually, it doesn't matter. I've got auto re-raise. Yeah, we're good to go. We're going to go out on the deck. I got auto re-raise. And then I won't be able to re-raise because the mob's going to aggro me as soon as I pop up. Oh, it's just going to be like a massacre after a massacre after a massacre. Of me like getting up, taking 2 steps, and then getting one-shotted again. Okay. So we'll sit here. We will get... Oh. PP, come on out. There we go. Okay. Let's sit here. It's actually cool that there's this little market here on the boat, you know. Okay, crab. Sea crab. Cool. So, alright, so I can make it. Level sea crab. You match, okay. Attack you to pull you up. Yep. Alright. PP, what are you doing still down there, girl? Come on. I mean, I understand you can do everything from up here. Alright. That's cool. Gosh, dude. She is good about freaking, like, putting the paralyze on and everything. Oh. This was a big thing too. Fishing from this boat. Had high-level fishing. I can't remember what it was called. Oh, can't be doing that. Girl. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, you ass! You turn. Just doing sneak attack was enough to pull enemy. Pull aggro. Ah, she hits so hard compared to me. What level is my dagger? It's not that off level. Yeah, it's 13. It's... Dude, club. Alright. Come on. Come on over here. I don't want to fight you. I want to be able to see my surroundings. PP, I wish you would come up here. Maybe if I run over here towards the back, people will finally come. I'll be out of like magic casting range. She coming up here yet? Come on, Kupipi. Oh, what is she doing? She's probably down there stuck. Oh, I need to name this better. Hey, yeah, good to see you show up once the mob's dead there, girl. I appreciate it. Macros, edit. Yeah, we gotta change that name. This is gonna be S-A-W-S. No, S-A-W-S. Sneak attack weapons go. There we go. Or sneak attack wops thing. Yeah. Oh, this boat ride's so far. Get in here and check the map. Where are we at? There it is. Nope. Oh, I thought the map showed our position. What do you gotta say, dog? Oh, we should be there in about 10 minutes. Holy cow. I better have some more mobs spawn. Maybe it's the regular map shows me. Yeah, it didn't show our pause either. Huh. I thought one of the maps showed our position, like how far we were. Check out the islands over there. Man, as a low level, just doing this trip was daunting. A lot of times you stay below. You know, brave people are the ones that ran up here. Because, like, if pirates attacked and everything like that, you'd get killed. And then no one would raise you. And so you could potentially, you know, get killed on the boat. And then, I mean, your dead body would arrive at the destination, I think it would get off of the pier. Like they just like drop it on the ground. Like, hey, here's a dead guy. Somebody raise him. But you may not get a raise or anything like that. I can't remember what level White Mage gets raised. I think it's like 24. Could be 25. So no one really in the dunes was able to race. Oh, I'm so bad. Well, yeah, fishing. I remember there was something big you could fish up here. Oh! What was it that you could fish up here? It was towards getting like one of the really good pulls. Not the... Was it towards getting the first really good pull? The item you had to fish up here? Or... I think it was. You had to turn it in. It was like some type of fish that they wanted in Albania. And they would randomly, you know... You could randomly end up getting... They would like reward you with a different pull. Like a better pull. And so you would just spend hours here. And they were worth bucks on the market, man. Yeah. I remember I had one of my friends quit the game, Fiji. And he was a big time fisher. And I think he already had the pole. But I would come out here to make money. And I would just fish, you know, forever. And then throw them all up on the market. And sell them, and people would just freaking pay hand over. They weren't on the market hardly long at all, dude. As soon as you put them on the market, they were just disappeared. So it was really fast. It was good money, and it sold really fast. So that was a great thing about it. You know, or if, say, the market was totally flooded with them, you could stand next to the NPC where you need to turn them in and just have them in your bazaar. Well, the other thing, you know, with the market, you can only put like 7 things up at the time on the market. So I think I would fish so much that I would just fill up the market. And then I had a mule. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, burping again. I apologize. I had a mule called Bass Pro Shop. It was such a great name, I thought, that I would put all those. And then, you know, she stood there in Albania. And I throw on the fish on her and NPCM. You know, when I AFK'd, she'd just be up to sell the fish. You know, I'd go to sleep or whatever. If I leave the house, I'd throw her up. You know, when I come back, all the fish would be gone, dude. Just freaking making money's hand over fist. I can't remember if they were a fish. I'm pretty sure they stacked. I want to say they sold for around 10K. So 120K, you know, a stack. And then, you know, you just have your inventory full of them. And it would just be freaking badass. You know, the market probably would have been significantly larger in cost if there wasn't all the fishing bots, you know, that were constantly feeding it. Because you could come out here and there'd be fishing bots on the boat just freaking going to town. Man, the fishing bots. It was bad. Those, real money traders, man, they just found every single system they could abuse, they would, just to make money. And oh, respawns. Do you aggro by sight? No, you don't. God, I need to get a boomerang. Alright, disengage. That way QPB follows me up here. There we go. That's how we're going to do it. Okay. Ooh. Attack. Oh. Oh, that was steel. Okay. Oh. Oh, perfect timing. Way to go, girl. Yeah. Bubble curtain. I think that's another. So yeah, it would do. These guys would do bubble curtain, and then they would do hard shell, dude. And you just could not damage them at all. He's almost dead. I'm not gonna waste TP. I don't think the pirates are gonna show up. If they haven't shown up yet, they're not gonna show up. I like it when they do that. Like they're in the middle doing an ability. It's all glowy. Oh, like I'm gonna do something, but I'm dead. It's just a, you know, glitched animation is all it is, but it still looks cool. I'm pretty sure pirates would have attacked already if they were coming, so how much more time we got there, bud? Oh, 3 minutes? Yeah, no pirates today. That's too bad. If there's any time that I'm running around and, you know, I'm not recording, you know, and if I'm on the boat, I'll make sure to pull up the record on real quick if pirates come. That way we're good to go on set, and you can remember the good old days of pirates. So, but yeah, off to the RMTs, dude. The majority of the time, they would sit up and go fishing and fish. You used to be able to turn them in for lots of money, even to NPC them. NPCing means you would just sell them back to an NPC. You wouldn't even put them on the market, you know, because, like, say if it's a less desired fish or it's a fish that the market's just flooded with, you can just sell them straight to NPCs. And, you know, they would have, like, one person would have an account that's nothing but fishing bots, you know, and so they could generate a buttload of money because, well, not one account. They would have multiple accounts running off a PC. I think back in the day when I got to my max point, I could run about, I think, 4 accounts simultaneously, or at the same time. Oh, that word's just kicking my ass. So anyways, I would run 4 different accounts at the same time off of one PC. And I was just, that wasn't doing a whole lot though. That was mostly camp watching in my high notorious my H&M LS, you know, because you'd be watching other camps and everything like that. You know, I would be at one camp and then I'd have my alts, you know, at other camps, you know, to see if there was pops and everything like that. Yeah, on Gilgamesh, I ran around with Emerald. That was the, well, I wasn't the first high notorious monster LS I was with, or in-game LS was Emerald. I was with High Council, but it was around the end of HC, and so they died off. And then I went from HC over to Emerald. Let's see here, at the time, HC was ran by, gosh, why can't I remember? It was a Galkan Paladin. Cannot remember his name at all. It was Sergeant something. Sergeant J? I can't remember. Anyways. Yeah, they fell apart and then went over to Emerald. And Emerald at the time was actually ran by someone called Nicholas, I believe, but he didn't hardly ever show up. He was the, like, one of the original leaders and everything, like, or he was the original leader, but he never showed up. He'd, like, I think left the game, but his account still was the pro holder. And so I ended up going over to, or Ravenlock was then like the acting leader, and he had access to Nicholas' account. But we would do, at the time, you know, we would do Nighthog and King Bahamut, and we'd do freaking Adamantos. Man. requirements to get into. My wife actually got into the LS before I did. Hear that? I miss this music right here, dude. Spent a lot of time in here. Oh, what? Who do I gotta talk to? This guy? Yes, I want to leave. Yeah, my wife got into the LS before I did, and then she told him about me, and so I threw in an app, and I was just a 75 pound. I didn't have Ninja leveled all the way up for sub job yet. Get this one here. I don't want to travel anywhere else. There's a Mongol up here that you can use to teleport you around, isn't there? Thought there was. He used to be like right around here. Is he on the other side? No. Where did they take him away? Where did he go? You guys remember that, right? There was these Mongols you could sit there and you could take to teleport between cities and everything like that, or to here. Did they remove them from the game? It's Explorer Mogs. That's what they were. Where's the Explorer Mongol? It was cheap too. It was only like 300 gil, I think. Oh. This used to be dangerous back in the day. Goblin trains or whatever trains. You couldn't even get into Sylvania or leave it because the trains, dude, people would like aggro mobs and then they'd run into the zone. And mobs back then, they didn't de-aggro. And so they would just hang out there at the zone and they start running back a little bit. Someone would run out of town not knowing, and then they would sit there and pull them all back to the zone. Oh, so painful. Dude, it would be like forever. You had to have people inside the zone screaming, "Don't go outside, there's a freaking train." You'd have people on the outside yelling, "Don't go there, there's a train." Oh, non-aggroing or non-despawning mobs, dude. Yeah. That was around in the game for so long, too. I don't think they fixed it until 2005, I think is when they, maybe 2006, mobs would de-aggro. Oh, dude, it was rough. Anyways, yeah, all that just to live. Just so you wouldn't have to get raised or warp back or anything like that or anything, and it would just ruin the zone for everyone else. Man, and this place would just be filled up to the brim. Like over there, you could have a crab party over there, you know. The Oasis that I just ran through, you'd have crab parties in the Oasis. Oh, parties just stacked on top of each other, you know. Obviously, like, either respawn times weren't fast enough or not enough mobs populated for the area, because this place was super popular. Just so many parties, yo. Parties just camping one on top. You'd have, like, on the beach, you would have, like, 4 or 5 parties on the beach and just fighting over mobs as soon as they spawn. Ugh. It would be disgusting, dude. You definitely, you didn't want to be here during, like, high times or, you know, real populated hours of the game, you know, because it was just way bad. You know, way too many people camping on top of each other, and it was like that all the way up. You know, I don't remember it starting to thin out really, you know, with parties and your selection of where you could go until maybe like, I remember that still in the Boyota tree. or we'd be in Beaky Peninsula or Beaky Bay, and it was, you know, parties wouldn't really stack on top of each other in Beaky Bay a little bit, but not a whole lot. But the Boyota Tree, I definitely remember we'd still be stacked on each other. Man, I think, you know, when I was leveling up, the Boyota Tree was maybe the last place I was really leveling at active in the old zones. And then on my first job. And then shortly after that, shortly after that, Treasures had come out. Treasures must have came out 2005? Was it? I went on my first deployment in 2004, so that held me up from leveling. I used to be in the military, so I went over to Iraq 5 times, and then, or 4 times, went over to Iraq 4 times, and went to Afghanistan once. And so that slowed down my level progression quite a bit, you know, doing those deployments. But let's see here. Yeah, man, whew. So anyways, it had to be after I got back. I got back in beginning of 05. Yeah, so somewhere in 05 I ended up hitting level 75 finally, but that's around when Treasures came out, you know, somewhere in 05. Yeah. And whew, went over there, started grinding those zones to finish off level cap. And my first job at 75 was a paladin. Talk about rough. Holy cow. Not a lot of party invites. I mean, there was definitely worse jobs. You had to level up to 75, but paladin was pretty rough. Especially once you hit 70, people didn't want paladin anymore for parties, you know, as the tank. They wanted a warrior slash ninja, or just a ninja. You know, that's what they wanted. You know, you're there just enough to hold aggro, but it was all about DPS, you know, which paladins, they didn't have DPS. Is this the right one? I don't think this is the right one. That is not the right one. That's to go to C. So, yeah. Oh. It was so painful, man. Yeah, because... oh, just people did not want paladins. Man. I remember everyone always saying, first job 75 is the hardest, and after that, you know, it's cake. And they were right. You know, after you hit 75 on one job, it was just like it got easier and easier and easier, just because you knew the routines, you knew where to go, you knew where the best EXP... oh, why am I talking to you? No, I don't want to talk to you. Why are you standing here at the... alright, fine. I'll kill you. Sitting here standing at the bottom. Look at that sneak attack. Oh no, you're gonna be dead in a second. Get this crystal. Yeah. Oh, was that a thing I was supposed to do too? Quest. Was it get? Was I supposed to get? No. Maybe it was under Combat regional. Conflict weapon games. Holy cow. All these. Oh, I have not been doing those. Good to go, Adam. Good to go. Oh, good to go, Mercer. Alright. We'll ride you for... Oh. Okay, let's see here. Reset. Okay. And trade. Alright. Where are they? Chocolate Pass. Well, you don't get very many of them. Didn't I just trade to you? Oh, I think you can only do it out of starting towns. Oh, well, that stinks. Never mind then. But, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, so second job to 75 was Monk. I was like, man, I need a DD. Something that is going to... Am I going the right way? I think I'm going the right way. Yes, I am. I need a DD job. You know, something I can merit with. Because I tried meriting with Paladin. Oh, it was so bad. I only got, like, a couple merits. You know, couldn't hardly get parties. You know, merit parties are, like, fast going and everything like that. And so I just couldn't get into them. You know, people didn't want Paladin for merit parties. So I was like, I need something to build merits with. I need a DD job, so I picked Monk. Not it wasn't a bad choice, you know, but just Monk. Endgame, Monk's not huge desired either. You know, it feeds the mobs too much TP. So people don't want it, you know. They wanted spike damage, you know, two-handed jobs mostly. Because, you know, they hit slow, you didn't feed so much TP. I mean, mostly Sam for H&Ms because they could sit there and just meditate. And you didn't have to build any TP or give the mob any TP. It was all about TP mitigation, you know. The least amount of TP you could give to the mob so it didn't do special abilities. Which is a mechanic that, you know, I love. You know, I wish that was in 14. You know, this whole TP where, you know, if you gave it, you know, so many hits, you know, it generates so much TP, it would do its special abilities, you know. I mean, granted, there is some that are just timed, you know, they're going to happen no matter what. You know, you hit those markers, whatever it's 3/4 life or half life or every 10% or something like that. But, yeah, man. Freaking, I don't know. I enjoy the 11 mechanics significantly more than the 14 mechanics. You know, and I heard a lot of people say, well, 11 was it's the lazy man's MMO. You know, 14 takes way more skill. I would have to disagree. You know, there are two different skill sets. Not saying that, you know, either of them don't take skill, but 14 is all about, you know, how quick can you do your job ability rotations? How fast can you punch or mash your buttons in between each freaking ability to maximize your DPS, you know, and make sure it's all proper and everything like that. Where 11, you know, that exists a little bit, but I've seen our ability, you know, timers are so much higher. You know, it's not quite the case, but it would be see who can. I was wondering what that sound was. I guess it's the water on the path. It was. It's mostly, your gear dictates so much in 11. Not saying that other games, gear doesn't, but stats wise, gear is everything in 11, man. Every little stat, there's so much information on each stat that you need to know, or everything. Max out your accuracy, max out evasion, or max out TP gaining, and then weapon skilling. Oh my gosh. Some jobs had it really bad. I mean, I like gear swaps. I enjoyed the heck out of doing gear swaps. I don't know what it is about it. Just the fact that there's so much I control with, my damage output just by swapping gear, In a regular MMO, yeah, you have your gear and everything like that, but you don't swap it out while you're fighting. And so, regardless of what ability you're doing, it's always going to be the same numbers, Like, you're not going to get more extra because you are wearing a different piece of gear so much. But 11, because you could do gear swaps and everything, you can maximize out each ability. Man, gear swapping, just badass. Oh, I loved it so much. Dragoon was a huge one for me. Once I freaking got Dragoon leveled, oh my gosh, I had so many different gear sets for it, Just because Dragoon Mage was so freaking powerful, man. You could sit there and take on ITs by yourself with ease and just cure yourself so easy and everything like that. I ran mostly a Dragoon Red Mage. I don't know for what reason. And then my brother, he ran mostly Dragoon Blue. Yeah. Just being able to do a Cure 1 and then have it end up in return giving you, like, Healing Breath for, like, 500 or something like that. Just phenomenal. Loved it so much. Oh my gosh. So badass. So badass. But that was a lot of gear swaps just to do it, because you'd have to do... It was all based off of so many different percentages. I think your HP had to be at so low of a mark, so you'd end up swapping gear that would reduce your HP amount. Not your base EXP, but would reduce your actual HP. So it'd be like you'd be wearing gear that would give you minus like 50 HP plus 50 MP or something like that. And so you would do that stuff, to reduce your HP enough to give yourself a bigger cure or something like that. I can't remember exactly. And then you'd have to have, it was the triggers to be able to cure yourself. That's what it was. Because a dragon, and you had to be wearing a particular headpiece. I think it wasn't the relic. Was it the relic or something? A particular headpiece. Could be the AF. Because usually Healing Breath wouldn't work unless you're at 50 HP. And so you could get it up to 78.5 or 75%. So Healing Breath wouldn't work unless you're at 50% HP. But you wore, I think it was AF Helm, and it would bring it up to 75%, HP. And so you had to, if you needed a cure, but like say that you were like only at 90% HP, you would have it where they would swap in your HP gear. Sorry, I'm looking up the quest right now for Trust in Sandy. All right, Trust. So, yeah, Just, Alright, I need to talk to... Excuse me. Bald in Southern Sandoria. He is at L7. Where is L? That's way over there. Okay. Just near the monk house. So, reduce your HP just so you can cure yourself. And then you would do that, do the cure, and then you'd have to instantly swap into a different gear set that would make the potency of your Dragon Breath even higher. So you had like no time to do that because Dragon Breath, as soon as you cure yourself, would start kicking off. And you had to be in this gear set before it would hit you. And so it, oh my gosh, just, there we go, this bad boy right here. Yeah, man, I want to get the stuff here. I'd love to. All right. So yeah, all that just to freaking, you know, cure yourself. But it was freaking a blast. And they got so much better once I got my, I think it was the Ares body for Dragon, because it gave you a refresh. So that was just a badass. At level 75, that body piece was just badass. It was like 12 strength, 12 fit, refresh, and 15 attack, or like something like that. That was a pretty badass piece of gear. And so I would just end up, you know, being TPing in it. I don't think it gave you accuracy. Accuracy wasn't a problem on Dragon a whole lot. It was easy to cap accuracy, actually, and Dragon. Alright. I need to find... He said the gate. So there's only one gate here out of northern Sandoria. So... But yeah, just... devastating. We would have parties there at the bird camp that was composed of nothing but dragoons. Because, again, birds, they're weak to piercing damage. And so dragoons, you know, lances, you know, they did piercing damage. And so it would be like 4 melee dragoons, 4 dragoons slash Sam. And then 2 dragoons slash healer job. So we could heal ourselves and everything, heal your party members, and then you just go and freaking rape people. Oh, it was so bad. And you could end up sustaining so well. Yes, you're ready to commit to the ritual. Cool, dude. Disgraceful. Oh, Sandorians are so conceited. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's go outside and summon him real quick. Oh, trust. There we go. What up, dog? Do not kill it in the first hit, please. Alright. Cool. Got a DD now. I'll have to look up to see what his actual job is. He's a paladin? Alright. Huh. Cool. Thought he was a DD. Why am I glitching? What's going on here? Whoa. Frame rate dropping really bad. What's my computer doing? Down to 0 frame rates per second. Still not getting any better. My video card crashing? I may be crashing my video card. Do I got anything else open that I don't know about? Alright. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I may need to reset my PC. Alright, we're gonna end up ending right there, okay? Because it doesn't look like it's recovering. Sorry, I can't wave goodbye to you guys, but I appreciate it, and we'll pick up the story here a little bit later on, alright? Have a good one.